Rhys, first and foremost, how's Lewis Strap?
Listen, he'll go to St John's round the corner just to get a check and whatnot. It was a bit of a sore one, so we'll take the right kind of precautions and make sure that he's okay.
It was obviously seeing him coming back on at half time, meaning that he hadn't obviously been taken away straight away, was really good to see, because it looked really bad getting stretchered off. You never like to see it, but I guess, like you say, we'll just need to wait and see exactly the extent of it.
Aye, like I said, I'm not a doctor or an expert, but he was speaking and stuff to everyone. He's in the changing room and that now, he's showered and stuff, so listen, we'll do the necessary things. We'll make sure that he gets checked out just up at St John's there at the hospital, so long night ahead.
The game itself then, half-time, one apiece, a fairly eventful game, chances for both sides, and I guess the frustration will be with the way we concede what turns out to be the winner.
Aye, and listen, I've stressed that to the boys in there, and we've kind of spoken about it. It's a game of fine margins. I think if you look at the balance of chances created, you know, I think Kieran has one in the first half. There's a deflection and a ricochet, and it's a really good save. Listen, they had opportunities and moments, but I can't really remember a big massive save from Kieran. And you look on the flip side of that, I think Ben has a one-on-one. We got a good goal. I think Mox has a good couple of chances. We have really good opportunities to go and be clinical and maybe get another one. And you know your chances missed. Second half, obviously we try to change the shape because we find ourselves kind of 2-1 down, which again is probably a downfall of our own mistake, a lack of communication, and a well worked goal from them, but certainly hopefully avoidable when we look back. And like I said, in the balance, I think it was kind of fine margins. I think in the grand scheme of things, when we look back at the actual quality of chances and stuff created, we certainly had really good opportunities to go and score another couple more, in my opinion.
It's points that we're after, so there's only so much positive you can take from a decent showing against a good side, but there is something to build on there. There's something to work with. Like you say, we created good chances, so if we keep that going, then against some of the teams that perhaps aren't quite as resolute as Livingston, we might be coming back with something more than just a narrow defeat and some plaudits.
Aye, but listen, it's like you said, you've hit the nail on the head, and ultimately it is about the performance side of things in the bigger picture, but ultimately you need results, you need points. You come away, and listen, if we're having a totally different conversation, if we come away maybe gaining a point, it's probably seen as a positive, but you lose the game, and that's the fact. So of course there's a level of frustration there. I'm frustrated, boys are frustrated in there, everyone is frustrated. Like you said, when we dissect it a little bit, you can look back and what was good and what was bad, but ultimately, like you said, at this stage of the season and stuff, we need to get points, and unless we're going to be ruthless in both boxes, then we won't get them.
You subbed yourself off at half time. Is that a fitness issue or a tactical change?
No, listen, I took a sore one over there. I don't know if I might require a stitch in my knee or whatnot, just with Muirhead over in the touchline, the side tackle, and he just kind of ballooned up and seized up at half time. So made the kind of substitution there and tweaked it at half time, the formation and shape. It was okay first half. It could have been a lot better, but like you said, it was fine margins. We were so close to getting it perfect, and listen, I think if we'd have went up in the first half and led the game potentially 2-1 or going in at half time with the lead, then certainly nobody would have complained from our side. It was good in terms of the transitions, and having that quality was probably the little bit that we asked for before the game. But once we're in that solid base and unit, when we win the ball back, we're going to have to show quality. We're going to have to pick the right moments to exploit kind of certain individuals in areas of the pitch, and I thought for large parts of the half we did that, but we've got to do it more consistently for longer in the game.
On Saturday we'll be down at Dumbarton for the Cup, our second visit of the season. I suppose we'll be hoping that it won't quite take a last minute winner to win the game this time, but if it does, that's all that matters, right, getting into the next round.
Of course it is, especially in cup competitions. It's about going down there, making sure that first and foremost we get the win, and then like you said, hopefully for the club's point of view, for the fans' point of view, that you get that attractive big draw. That's what everybody hopes, but first and foremost you've got business to take care of, and that's making sure you go down there with the mentality that you go to win.
They'll obviously, any game in a cup match, especially if you draw a team from a higher division, you're going into it all guns blazing, looking to cause that upset. There's always one or two in the cup at this round. Given their kind of situation that they're in, they'll have a kind of maybe a wee extra incentive, so we'll really need to be on our toes to make sure we're not on the wrong side of it.
Aye, it's the old saying that it's a wounded animal, and listen, certainly we won't be approaching the game with our foot off the gas or lightly in any way, shape or form. You know, there's boys there that are playing under difficult circumstances for everyone at the club, and listen, we've got to treat it with the utmost respect. We've got to approach it like it's our Hearts that we had last season, like it's our big cup final, and we go and do that and apply ourselves and make sure that we get the win and we get ourselves into the hat for the next round.
Given that it was July, I suppose there's really no that much you can take from that previous encounter in terms of like analysing the opposition. It'll be a fairly fresh game from that perspective. It
will be a fresh game. Listen, we will obviously analyse the game and the opposition, but at the same time, it's about us. We're the team from obviously the higher divisions, so it's about us imposing ourselves on them and making sure, like I say, we get into the next round.
Brilliant, Rhys. Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. Chris, a really good goal, really well taken, but I suppose ultimately the annoying thing is we've come out with the game without anything.
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot in the game. It was, not really loads of chances for either team, but they've took more of their moments than we have, and unfortunately we came out of nothing.
We seem to just switch off as a unit for that second goal, and it's maybe the only time in the whole half that we do so, and we get punished for it. I suppose that's kind of emblematic of the way it's gone for us so far this season. Yeah,
it's annoying. Like I said, there wasn't really a lot of chances, and the kind of one chance they do get in the second half they take it. So fair enough to them, but it's frustrating on our point, because I thought overall the shape was okay, and kind of just break us down that one time and take it. So it's annoying on our part.
The goal itself came at a really good time for us to level up the score. We go into half time late on after obviously the injury to Lewis Trapp, but it set us up decent for the second half. What was the kind of feeling at half time? Was it that we could go on and win that game?
Yeah, 100%. We all thought it was there for us. I kind of felt deserving to be level at half time, and there was belief there from the players to go and get something today, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be.
We go on to the Cup on Saturday down to Dumbarton, and I guess the plan is just make sure we're through in the hat for the next round.
Yeah, it's a massive game for us. Hopefully we can get a good result there and start building something. And we'll know it'll be a tough game down there, but we're all looking forward to it and can't wait to go.
Chris, thanks very much for your time. We'll see you on Saturday. Thank
Cheers.
you.